You're live.
Oh, okay. There we are now.
We're backwards for some reason.
We're here. We're here.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We had to cancel the live that we had because it wouldn't go live. And so we went out and started a new one. And so when the rest of you realize what we did, go ahead and text in here.
So we were supposed to go on 6 minutes ago. Oh, we got somebody. We were supposed to be on 6 minutes ago, and something went wrong. Something technical went wrong. And so we're like, what did we do wrong?
Somebody's on there.
Yes, it's probably Mr. Bobby. If it's Mr. Bobby, type in that you're Mr. Bobby, or it could be AJ Rodriguez. Oh, no, he says that he's not there yet. Anyway, oh, it's Mr. Herschel. Hi, guys. Hopefully things go well with Jones. We got 5 people already. Okay.
Oh, whoa.
So we had a 6-minute delay. I'm sorry. If you were there waiting for us for 6 minutes.
We went live, but it just went into buffering. It would not it wouldn't turn us on, so I just canceled it and started a new live. So that's why it's different.
That's why it's different. And anyway, so an hour and a half ago we put out a little notice. An hour and a half ago, and
this is me without a beard. Yep.
Oh, Mr. Celos is here. Celos, loud and clear. That's great.
Without a beard.
So you made the camera blurry. Now we're blurry. You did something.
Well, just sit back.
You did something, and now we're out of focus.
Well, it'll go back in.
We're not in focus. You did something, and now we're not in focus. Oh, Mr. Celos said that Stephen, I don't like it. You can't. We're out of focus.
Okay. Well, just smell out.
So for some reason we're out of focus.
Our internet is kind of bad, and Ruthie does the freak out thing when things aren't right. So
do the freak out thing.
Yeah. So anyway.
So Mr. Celos,
we're obviously having issues with our internet.
Tell us if we're clear.
Our power went out today, and so we're just having difficulty. Sorry about the fuzz.
Oh, Doc says it looks okay here. Well, maybe it's just our camera. Doc says it looks good on his end.
Yeah.
But you had done something, and now you turn the light off. Now people can't see us.
See what I mean? Ruthie's freaking out.
Turn the light back on.
Why don't you answer some of the questions, Ruthie?
They're just saying that everything is coming through on.
Okay, well, thank you.
So look how well the notice we got.
Ruthie wouldn't leave me alone. She's like, we got to make a video, got to make a video all day long. Got to make a video, got to tell everybody what's going on. I'm like, what is going on?
Well, I do want to say that by giving a notice, we have 12 people here because we gave a notice that we were going to be going live. We didn't just spring it on people. We gave like an hour and a half window notice. And Mr. Celos says that
he was on our last live.
That's right. But see, they now got a notification. Oh, Mr. Gus is here. Mr. August is here.
He was on our last live.
Yeah. So what did we learn here?
Ruthie's got stage fright. She's got.
No,
Ruthie's got stage fright. She's like.
What did we learn here? We learned by giving a notice.
I remember I did that to Mike. Remember when I did that to Mike?
Mike Taylor.
Yeah.
You did what?
I pulled out the camera and I said, "People asking questions." He goes, "Are we alive? Are we alive?"
Yeah.
He started tripping out. His false teeth nearly fell out of his mouth.
Mr. Celos says notifications give a good heads up. That is correct. So we learned that by giving a notification, rather just hitting live, that people were able to tune in from the beginning. So that's a lesson learned. And for some reason on our end, we still look fuzzy, but everybody else says that we're coming in clear on their channel. I think you just messed our camera up. I think there's just something wrong with our camera where we look like we're fuzzy people.
Ruthie, if there was something wrong with the camera, they wouldn't be telling us it looks clear. It's because of our internet.
Well, okay, so somebody says that we look clear on your end, so hopefully we look clear, that we don't have fuzz on us. But yeah, we've had some internet problems today. Our power went out. CeeLo says, I help so many lost truckers here in New York City. Okay.
Lost truckers.
Lost truckers, as in they don't know where they're going.
In New York City, I believe it.
Oh, Mr. Bobby is here. It's Bobby. I'm here.
Yeah, he's just down the road over in New Jersey.
Yeah, well, down the road from Mr. CeeLo's.
Yeah.
He's in New York City and Bobby is in New Jersey, but not down the road from us. They're hitting the like button, Stephen. We've already got 3 likes.
I'm gonna get rid of Ruthie real quick.
No, I will.
She told AJ to call us right in the middle of the live too. So
well, so if the phone rings, I thought that he might appreciate being a part of our live. If the phone rings, I will take that call, because how many of you all want to hear AJ's voice? Look, Stephen, 5 likes now. They're liking us. Yay! Hit that like button. So we have been in contact with AJ. You all know that he's in foster care. And anyway, I
wonder how come we're backwards. It wasn't like that the last time, was it?
Yes, it was. I think it was.
It was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we have a mirror image. Like you're really sitting here and I'm really sitting here, but the camera in front of us makes us, it's a mirror image. But so I hope that AJ calls. I hope that he does. Now, y'all know that he has not been in any videos since before December. And so he is in foster care. He's not been home since December the 3rd. So Doc is saying, sure, he'd like to hear AJ's voice. So Stephen, oh, we cleared up. We're not fuzzy anymore.
I had to stick my face up there.
Is that what it is? We're not fuzzy anymore. So anyway, I don't know. Stephen's mad. He's like, why would you have AJ call during the live?
I'm mad. I'm really angry
and he's
upset.
Like, why would you have AJ call? Because I think that you would like to hear his voice, and it would give him a way to participate. We did a Zoom call with AJ yesterday, and he says that he's able to watch. What's wrong with you? We did a Zoom with AJ.
Ruthie, something happened when y'all came on tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Something clicked when it went live. Something happened to Ruthie. I don't know what it was.
I'm just excited. I'm excited that people are here to see us on a Friday night. So instead of Saturday
it's exciting
night,
to have y'all here with us tonight.
Instead of Saturday Night Live, it's Friday Night Live. But if the phone rings, I'm going to answer it because it's AJ and he wants to be on the live.
And Ruthie put the header on about what's going on with Jones Motor Freight. So
we have a lot to talk about. Now, I don't see
not really a lot, but
okay. Now, last Saturday morning, we went for 3 hours. Now, in the comments, I want you to write.
No,
we're not going to go 3 hours.
I'm tired already.
We're not going to go 3 hours.
We started off today with no power, and Ruthie opening the doors and letting 6-degree weather come in the house. So I woke up to a nice cold house. So the day didn't start off very well.
So our power was off for a couple hours this morning, for sure. Oh, Mr. Bobby says, how about 5 hours? He says, how about 5 hours?
My coffee will run out by then.
So I want you to
my motor oil.
I want you to write in the comments if somebody's actually going to confess to watching all 3 hours of our last live. Probably nobody did.
Sure nobody did.
Probably nobody watched the 3 hours.
I didn't watch all 3 hours.
Because we were participating. We were in it for 3 hours. So, but this is not going to be a 3-hour one, but I'm just saying that was kind of epic. That was like epic that we did 3 hours. But I am grateful that
he could be like Tim Gentry, and I need 100,000 viewers. Got to have 100,000 viewers. Got to have.
Is that what he does? Is that what he does?
Yeah, sometimes he does.
Well, how many subscribers does he have?
He's got, I don't know, 200,000.
Oh, Sheila is here. Common Sense. That her name is Sheila.
I did. I emailed Tim and asked him if he needed an owner operator. and he didn't answer me back through their email. So
He's talking about Tim Gentry.
apparently they don't need an owner operator over there. And the only reason why I did that is because I got everything taken care of with Bridgeway and Jones Motor Freight, and that was on Wednesday, and got all the decals on the door, blah blah blah, and anyway, it's been silent ever since then, and so I asked him. I told him, I said I need the interstate transfer that goes up in the windshield until the plates get there, and I need all the other necessary paperwork that makes me legal to go down the road so I can go pick up that trailer. And it's been silent ever since then, and I don't like that. I don't like people not communicating with me. And she texted at the end of the day and sorry about the delay, and that was 2 days ago. I ain't heard anything else. And so to me, that's bad communication skills, and I ain't even made it on I ain't made it out the door, and you're already showing me bad communication skills. And so I told Ricky I'd give it till Monday, and then that's it. I'm cutting them off. I'm already getting bad feelings about it.
I want to say more about that, but there is a comment I want to respond to. Yes, Miss Sheila. Sheila wants to know.
Who's Sheila?
She's her screen name is Common Sense.
Oh.
And I believe that's right, Sheila. I believe that's right. Well, anyway, she's asking about AJ, and she just said she didn't. She hopes I don't mind me asking about AJ. So, if my phone rings, it's going to be my son, and he's going to participate in the live. So no, I don't mind you asking, because before you came on, I said that our son might call, and it would be so exciting for him to participate live. So I believe I'm correct. I believe Common Sense's name is Sheila, and she says you remind me of Jessica Simpson. You have her smile or something. Right. I remind her of Jessica Simpson.
She does me too. She reminds me of Jessica Simpson.
I don't have her body. I don't have Jessica Simpson's body. So yes, Miss Sheila, if AJ calls, he'll get to. He has not been home since December the 3rd, but he might be live with us. Chad Rankin, hi Steve and Ruth, just got on here. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. And how's the weather down your way?
It's been horrible.
It's like 18 here in Pennsylvania.
Had like 4 or 5 inches of snow, and then it got down to 6, and I think it almost hit 0 right before daylight. Froze all the snow. So we had a snow day, and I broke out some biscuits and took a bottle, the top of the bottle there, and made some donut holes, and just made bacon the night before, and I took all that bacon grease and put all those biscuits in there and made bacon flavored donuts, and then I made some glaze. So we had bacon flavored glazed donuts, and then because they were messy, we took some chopsticks and had bacon flavored glazed donuts on a stick, and they were yummy. And in fact, when they cooled off, they even got better because they got nice and crispy. So
if you missed that video, that's a shameless plug for our video.
Yeah, they were yummy for a snow day. That's what we did for our snow day.
So go look for the video of Stephen holding up the donut on a stick.
Run away, go get it.
No, go look for the video on the thumbnail. So somebody's asking you to check out a company. Let's see who. Oh, that's Bobby. Bobby said for you to look at FSC Trucking. FSC Trucking, he might be able to hook you up. He's an owner operator of the cab over.
Yeah.
It looks like Sheila likes the idea. Sheila, Common Sense. That's her screen name, is Common Sense, which is a nice screen name. Yes, you have to try those donuts. But so before our son calls, and hopefully he does, but before he calls, so this has been a very frustrating week. We've got 21 people right now, and you have the opportunity to tell 21 people about how you have been waiting for emails and waiting for phone calls.
I thought I just did that.
But
okay, well, this is pretty typical. I have to repeat myself at least a minimum 3 times before it sticks when it comes to Ruthie. So, ladies and gentlemen, in case y'all didn't hear me the first time, let me tell you that. So come Wednesday, I had everything done. I had the door stickers put on, the decals, the IFTA sticker, the ELD, the dash cam, everything is up there. And then I called them and told them that I needed the paperwork to make me legal. I had to have insurance with the identification number on it, the VIN number. Because they sent me an insurance card, but it didn't have no VIN number, and that's not gonna fly. And so it's got to have a truck number, a VIN number. I got to have all the insurance paper, and I have to have an interstate transfer sheet up in the windshield. A registration, and I needed all that. And she said, "Oh, well, they sent it." And I said, "No, well, I checked the email, and they hadn't sent it." So she said, "Well, they're going to send it," and nothing happened all day. At the end of the Wednesday, I get a short little text that says, "Sorry for the delay. That was 2 days ago." And they haven't called me back, haven't texted me, haven't done anything. And to me, I jumped through all the hoops and did everything they wanted me to do. And then when the ball's in their park, they just leave me hanging. And that is not the way it starts with me. I already turned my back on Ace Duran because they wanted me to do everything 3 times over, like telling y'all 3 times over about everything. And I don't like repeating myself over and over and over and over. And I don't like having to do things over and over, like my truck, how I got to fix things over and over and over because I never get it right the first time. So anyway, so I just don't like doing it over and over and over. And I'm really frustrated with Jones, Bridgeway. And so Jones isn't the same Jones that it used to be. I thought they were, but apparently Bridgeway went out and bought a whole bunch of companies, and they're now the main owner. And so basically it's Bridgeway. And another thing that really frustrates me is that the person is supposed to be my main contact, which is Dolores, which is a pretty name. It's my stepmother's mother's name and my little sister's name. They call her DeLynn. But Dolores called me and told me that she would be my main contact, and that they don't have their own freight and direct freight, but their agents do. And that kind of frustrated me because my understanding was that they did have their own direct freight. And so
you were lied to. See, and
I'm not happy about what I'm going through. I ain't even made it out the door yet.
Okay, so there's a lot going on here because he was so excited. He's like, "Yeah, they got their own direct freight, and I won't have to be doing the load."
Yeah, because I've been booking my own loads for the last 20 years. I've been on the load boards booking my own loads for 20 years, and I'm gonna tell you something: booking loads on the load board right now, gonna go broke. You can't make it off the load boards. And so,
and you were looking forward to having access to the company's direct freight.
Yeah, direct freight. Yeah,
where you didn't have to be on a internet board or a load board, rather. And you were looking forward to having it. And then the fact that it has just been frustrating because if you follow the channel and you follow our videos, then you know that on Tuesday. That Stephen had the 3-axle alignment, and it was $509 and
$8.
Okay, $508. Okay, $1 off. Okay, so $500 roughly, and that's the final thing that he's had to do to the truck. I mean, he's done everything else. And he says that the truck drives like a brand new truck. Oh, it should. I mean, it should drive
because everything that goes with driving is brand new.
Because you've built everything from under. I mean, he's literally rebuilt the entire truck from underneath, literally, and so it should be like a brand new truck. So he's got the 3-wheel axle alignment done. He's got everything.
The guy said
done.
It was 30 degrees out, and he said wouldn't take very long to scrub the tires bald. And that's yeah, I bet.
so you know, I mean, everything about the truck is ready to go. It's not the truck's problem.
Settle down, Ruthie.
I mean, you're ready to put the key in and go. But let me tell you how it's been this week. Let me tell you. So he brought it home on Tuesday, and he gets a different person on the phone every time he talks. That the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing.
I asked her. I said, "How many employees do y'all have?" Oh, I don't know. I mean, well, so and I'm just like, man, I don't know what I got myself into, but I don't like it.
Well, the bad
I'm fixing to just take the decals off the door, roll them up in a ball, stick them back in the box, and the ELD cord and the ELD and the dash cam, and take it all, put it back in the box, and send it back to them. That's about where I'm at. So.
Well, and he has said, imagine if I actually had a load on me. I mean, he's still at the house. He's still at home. And he's like, imagine if I had a load on me and I couldn't get a hold of anybody and there was no communication and all of that. So, I mean, so
anyway, it's a bit frustrating, ladies and gentlemen.
A bit.
Settle down, Ruthie. I'm not a dramatic person like you. Well, here, let me do it like Ruthie. It's a bit frustrating.
It's very frustrating. I mean, because we've had the truck since November the 1st.
I imagine Ruthie's freaking out because, it's been, it's 4 months, right?
No,
4 months since I flew out to go get the truck.
That's right, because March 1st is next weekend, and you've had the truck since November
4 months, and I borrowed $30,000 more on top of the $15,000 that I bought the truck for. So, so it's been costly. It's been a journey, and I'm ready to go to work. And the last thing I need is this. And so, anyway, so what do y'all think since you're involved in the video?
Well, Doc is saying it is a shim outfit. He's got a little question mark. He's like, so do you think that Bridgeway/Jones is a shim outfit? And then he also said, and not to mention, you don't have a trailer yet. That's another issue.
Yeah, well, they brought down a trailer from Michigan, of all places. And it's supposed to get a DOT, and they're supposed to contact me about it, and I haven't heard anything further. So that was Tuesday.
Sheila, common sense.
Actually, that was Monday. It wasn't Tuesday. It was Monday when they told me that they got the trailer. So
yeah, we don't have the trailer either. So Miss Sheila, screen name Common Sense.
They sent pictures of it.
I just love her screen name because not everybody has common sense. Anyway, she's accidentally calling you Billy. She thinks your name is Billy. Do you look like a Billy? I don't think you look like a Billy.
I've never been a Billy. It might be the
the Billy the goat. Oh, maybe that's what she's saying. Billy goat. But anyway,
some people think it's I look more like what's his name on Gas Monkey or whatever it is.
Gas Monkey Garage.
Richard Rollins.
Richard. Oh yeah, he has been accused of looking like Richard Rollins. So Miss Sheila, it's Steven's name is not Billy. He's Steven, but that's okay. We'll forgive you on that. Maybe she's thinking of the Billy goatee. Anyway, she says, as long as I've been watching you all on YouTube, Billy, but really Steven, is always working so hard. I think anyone would be happy to have Billy, but really Steven working for them. Oh, she's apologizing. It's okay. She's like, I'm sorry about that. She's apologizing.
She probably knows a Billy.
She probably is thinking of a Billy. It's all right. No worries. In accordance says Billy Beer. Oh, I can't take this call. I have to tell her. This is not AJ. This is not it. Just continue on. This is not AJ.
I don't tell you, folks. I was going to show you a picture of the trailer that they sent me. Some pictures on Monday. It has ramps on it. He said that it had to have a DOT inspection, and that he would follow up with me and let me know. He would let me know. Then that was Monday, and I haven't heard anything further. So, and I don't know. I don't like being communicated where I don't get any information. I don't like it when I'm sitting around and waiting, and I'm not getting any answers. And I don't think it's I don't think, since I'm the last one that reached out, and that you're supposed to communicate back to me, and you never do. I don't like that. And anyway, so I'm giving it till Monday, and things aren't straightened out come Monday. I'm just gonna box things up and send it back to him.
So is he at Jenny Stewart?
Yeah, maybe I'll go with Landstar, or maybe I should go to a small company where there isn't a 2-day week orientation, or weeks for the orientations. I don't know, but I've never had an orientation in my entire life, in my whole trucking career.
Sorry about that.
And 33-year trucking career, I've never had to go to an orientation. But these last two companies, they want you to go through an orientation, and I just and plus all the stuff on the computer. I spent like 4 or 5 hours on this last company, and the other one I spent like 8 hours. And so 8 hours on the computer doing all their safety stuff and watching videos and answering questions, and then going on like we're doing here, doing a live, and going through an orientation about safety for 8 hours. And then the last orientation wasn't 8 hours, it was just 1 hour. But I've been driving for 33 years, and my driving record has nothing on it. So if you want to hire me because I got a good driving record, but you want to spend 16 hours trying to teach me about safety, so I don't know.
I apologize. That was a church member. I wasn't trying to be rude to you all. That was a church member. I'm on a prayer chain at church, and Wilburn's in the hospital. We have a 94-year-old man in our church, and if he lives until March the 13th, I think his birthday's March the 13th, he'd be 95. He's the oldest person in our church. And so that was a prayer chain call. Like I said, I'm on a prayer chain, and I was hoping it might be AJ, but that call is going to be coming soon. But
getting close to going to heaven.
Wilburn has not been able to be at church since December the 1st. That was his last Sunday at church, was December the 1st, and his health has declined greatly. Like I said, he's going to be 95 on March the 13th, and he's in the hospital. And so that phone call was about praying for Wilburn.
Okay, see what I mean? How it's got to be repeated 3 times?
Ever. So anyway, if you want somebody to pray about, his name is Wilburn. That's Wilburn. It's an old-fashioned name, Wilburn, and he goes by Willie Wilson, and he's our song leader at church. And
there's the 3rd time, so I told you.
I did say he was our song. Stop. Anyway, if you want to pray for Mr. Willie, please do that.
That's the 4th time.
Stop it. Sheila was saying that she called you Billy because she was thinking of, instead of our channel is Big Belly, Sheila was thinking that she was thinking Big Billy, like this Big Belly, like Big Belly.
I just saw that channel today, Big Billy.
So there is a channel called Big Billy.
Yeah, I showed it.
I know, but we're Big Belly, but she said that she called you Billy because she thought Big Belly, Big Billy, Big Big Billy. But there is a channel. Steven showed me. I didn't know that there was a channel called Big Billy. But Common Sense is saying, I think Big Bill. She was thinking of Big Belly. That's a tongue twister. Big Belly, Big Billy, Big Belly, Big Belly, Big Belly, Big Billy. It's a vowel difference. And then she's like, wasn't that the old truck's name? She thought our truck's name was Big Billy. No, we never have had a truck named Big Billy. So anyway, Bobby says,
A
Stephen.
big pile of poop.
What? And Keith Smith wants to know if our friend AJ Rodriguez could hook you up. Can AJ hook you up?
Nah, AJ is running. He's like I used to do, run load boards, and so he's struggling, and so anybody that's running off the load boards is struggling right now.
So Sheila says that we will pray for Mr. Willie, and then she also says that we crack her up. She said, "You guys crack me up."
Keep the crack down.
And then and then Doc says, "Do I hear 5 times like at an auction? Do I hear 5 times?" And then Mr. Bobby says, "Can you say it 10 times fast?" So there's like a contest going on about how fast I can say something.
Well, I don't know. The only tongue twister I know is, let me see. It's a hallucination, a figment of your imagination, unnatural biological function of the human anatomy. In this case, my tongue is now untied.
Yep. I couldn't say that.
Well, that's the only one I know. So.
And then Sheila wants to know the name of your truck. She said, didn't you have a truck before? Did you have a name for the truck?
I've had, this is truck number 5 out here. I had one 1996 white Peterbilt 379 extended hood with a 3406E and a 15 with 309 rears. And that was my first one. I went belly up with that one only because I was stupid. And then my next one with was a 2007 Freightliner, or not Freightliner. It was 2007 379 Pete extended hood with a C15 with twin turbos and an 18 speed with 355s. And then I had 2005 Peterbilt 379 extended hood with a C15 twin turbo, 18 speed with 336 rears. And then this is my 5th one. Then I had my black Freightliner Classic 132 with the black flames on the hood with I had a 3406E 15 speed and 342 rears. And then this one here is a short nose Classic, a 120 with a C15 first year 6NZ with a 13 speed with 342 rears. So, and that's all my trucks. This one here I call Old Girl. The black one I call Old Girl, and basically I call them all Old Girls. So
as long as you don't call me Old Girl.
Because no, it's OL, not old. And I call them Old Girls because it just I'll be like, "Come on, old girl, let's go." So, when you're like trying to get up a hill or get out of a ditch or through the snow or whatever, that's the first thing that comes to mind. So I don't really give them any other name than Old Girl, OL Girl.
Yeah, but you're like you said. But if you say it, some people might think that you're saying Old Girl. So I'm glad that you spelled it out. But as long as you don't call me Old Girl, because I am 16 years your junior, so I couldn't be Old Girl. So Sheila is saying that she remembered the name of the channels being Big Belly Rebuilds. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and it started off Big Belly Rebuilds.
We've had like multiple name changes.
Yeah, so when we first started having problems with AJ, I had to come off the road. My decision was to come off the road and be a family man and be home for my family for a while. So I let my truck go, and I started. I tried to start a dealership. I wasn't trying to start a dealership. I just wanted to buy, fix, and sell Harleys. But in the state of Kentucky, they require you to have a dealership. So I had to partition my property in half and make half of it commercial. I had to have a dealership building, so I had to have an office. That's where I got my RV. And then I had to have $20,000 in inventory, and that's why I have 3 Harleys. and the forklift was to help me lift the Harleys up and stuff like that. And then I got a trailer and a 350. That was all to start the business. And that's where Big Belly Rebuild started. And because all the requirements, I had spent so much time and so much money, put so much effort into it, that I basically spent everything I had. I had to have some money. So I went back to where I know how to make money. And that's when the Black Freightliner appeared. And then it changed from Big Belly Rebuilds to Big Belly Trucking. And then AJ ended up with me on the road.
Then I became Big Belly and Son Trucking.
And now we're having we had problems again with AJ, and I had to take him to court like every other week, and and he couldn't be home. And so he had to be with me on the road, and I just couldn't, with the way things were as far as making money and having to come home for court and go on to doctor's appointments, I couldn't make no money. So I probably shouldn't have did it, but I traded my truck and trailer, my last truck and trailer, which was really a decent, really nice equipment, and tried to do forestry mulching, and I couldn't get it off the ground either. So I got rid of that, and here's my next truck, and this is where we're in our current adventure, where I go and I buy a truck for 15 grand, thinking that I can just go to work and only thing I've been working on is the truck itself and dumping a bunch of money into it. And 4 months later, after buying the truck and spending another extra $30,000, it's ready. And I'm ready to go to work. I need to make some money. So
the truck is ready and it's ready.
Yeah, we should be getting AJ back probably at the end of the school year, sometime in this summer, and I've already made the decision. Ruthie and I have talked about it. The only people that have been able to educate AJ in the 13 years that he's been alive is his dad, and I wanted to have a fighting chance in life, and so I'm required by law to put him in a structured program, meaning schooling, and so I'll have to do some homeschooling on the road, but that's something else. I need to find a place where he can be with me on the road. And Jones Motor Company is telling me that that they won't accept him. I know that Cardinal would, and Landstar will, but Jones won't. So
let's read some comments. Mr. Keith Smith. Well, first of all, Bobby said that if you call me an old woman, you can sleep out in the truck. That's what Bobby said. So Keith Smith, when Trump gets in the steel mills going, when he gets the steel mills going again, maybe you can haul some steel. All we can do is pray.
Who's that?
Keith Smith. He said that when Trump gets the steel mills going, that maybe you can haul some steel.
Well, I figure sometime shortly after spring starts that.
What's going on with your chair?
You're taking up the whole space here.
I am not.
Well, look, you're pushing me out of the picture.
I'm not pushing you.
I'm nearly out of the picture. I'm nearly out of the picture.
You got something going on with your chair. I'm not taking
You're
up
hogging
space.
up the whole space.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Just like that lady in Walmart.
I'm not. That's okay. So what?
Anyway,
so what do you think about steel mills? If he gets the steel mills going, you can haul.
I've hauled a lot of steel. Being a flatbedder for the last 20 years, obviously I haul a lot of steel. I don't mind hauling steel. I'm not gonna let somebody stack more than I don't haul more than 47. I ain't gonna let them put more than 47,000 on my truck.
So Sheila, common sense. I am so sorry about AJ. Hopefully everything works out. He seemed like a good kid. Well, he is a good kid. Gus says AJ is very talented. Yes, he is. So he's a good kid and he's very talented, but he's got a lot of mental health issues that are very difficult for us. Hi, Mr. Marvin Asher.
He's a whiz when it comes to computers. He's like his older brother. His older brother is going into the Air Force, and he is going to be doing Secret Service stuff for the Air Force where they need you in computer technology. and AJ is just like him. So
Now that's Stephen's son William. That my only biological child is AJ. William is 25.
yeah, I have another son, William.
So anyway, that's our news that as far as him going into the Air Force. But Mr. Marvin Asher is here. He's always. I love how he says watching from London, Kentucky. I love that. It's just fun. It's like his secret code message. He'll say, watching from London, Kentucky. I like that. So hello, Mr. Marvin Asher. But yes, Mr. Gus, we love our AJ, and he is very talented. And yes, Miss Sheila, AJ is a good kid. He just has a lot of problems, and problems that we can't deal with. We didn't kick our kid out. I don't mean that. We didn't kick our kid out. The court took our kid from us. The court removed our child. Not because we are bad parents. It's not because we are bad parents.
Because AJ refused to do anything.
It's because
they want him to get an education, and he just wants to sit there or sleep.
And then he's had some criminal activity.
And then if you try to tell him to do it, he'll cuss you out and all that kind of stuff. So.
Chad Rankin, Steve, I know we live right by where they load sand cans all day from the trains with frac sand. I don't know what is frac sand. Frac sand. And those trucks have been hopping the last few weeks. Just more and more trucks been coming in every day. What is frac sand? Do you know what frac sand?
Yeah.
What is frac sand?
Let's see.
I don't think they can see that.
I'm working on it. Hush.
That's William and AJ that he's trying to show you all.
I'm trying to get it in there.
That's Stephen's son. There you go. I can see that good. That's Stephen's son William and our AJ. I don't think you held it up long enough.
You want the camera to go blur again?
No.
Okay.
So somebody was saying Gary Urine. That was a scary picture of Stephen without the beard. Without the beard, I kind of agree.
Yeah.
Sheila says, I remember when AJ.
You should see me without a mustache. Look like Abraham Lincoln.
I remember when AJ met him for the first time with his dad on the truck. So Sheila remembers when AJ met William. He had seen him one time before when he was 6. So Sheila, just for clarification purposes, AJ had met his brother when he was 6 in California. But that was half his life ago. So he went 6 years without seeing his brother. And then she's saying that I remember when AJ met him for the first time when his dad was on the truck.
Oh, you remember that?
Well, she apparently watched it. She remembers when
he was really excited that
see
day.
His big brother, yeah.
Heck yeah.
But
he loves his brother.
So he went from age 6 to 12 without seeing his brother. Because California is a big place. I mean, we don't live here.
We were in Montana.
I know that, but he was in living in California when AJ was 6.
Yeah.
Chad Rankin, it's going to be booming again real soon. Just keep praying. Mr. Bobby says, you missed my comment. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I try to read some. I apologize. Mr. Bobby wants to know, does Stephen haul heavy equipment?
I haven't hauled heavy equipment for 14 years. I'm not saying I can't. I haven't, and I really don't like it. I've had many tickets hauling heavy freight. So white, oversized stuff. I was hauling. Remember, there's this company called Phoenix Steel up in Seabury, Kentucky, just above me here, about 70 miles. And they build those big water tanks that you see around all the cities. And they fabricated up there, and I was hauling the steel, and parts of the load would be, there are many different loads, but parts of the load would be wide, extra wide. And I hauled wide loads out to Texas, up to Maryland, and all kinds of places, wherever they needed it. But I ended up within a year, I had like 7 tickets. It was just, I was getting ticket after ticket after ticket. So
Yeah, it's kind of scary when you haul.
And I didn't make any more money doing it. So I was like 7 tickets later and not making any more. In fact, I was making less money doing it. I decided it wasn't worth it. So
I apologize, Mr. Bobby. Sometimes comments do come by, and I don't get to read them very fast enough. So if I missed your comment, I'm sorry. Chad Rankin says it's for gas well drillings. Oh, he's talking to me. He's answering my question. I was asking about what frac sand was. So he says it's for gas well drilling, Ruth. So it's
I've
been
never hauled.
hopping around here already
I've never
since
hauled
Trump's been back in.
the sand. I know what you're talking about. They haul them down in Texas. They got all those sandboxes and stuff that they haul around. In fact, I was looking at a job down in Texas where they want you to haul sandboxes, but I don't want to be stuck down there. I mean, I do need to get home once in a while, right?
Okay. Oh, Bobby doesn't like it when I call him Mr. Bobby.
Don't feel offended. Ruthie calls everybody Mr. or Mrs. It's just
it's the Southern thing. It's the polite
That's
Southern
right.
thing.
Yeah, so don't be offended.
So he's now calling me Miss Howard. Okay, you can call me Miss Howard. So
she calls me Mr. Husband.
I mean, Mr., Miss, Mrs. It's just the Southern good manners, polite manners. I know. So he just he wants me to call him Bobby, not Mr. Bobby. Well, I'll try to do better.
If things don't happen Monday, then I will cancel them, and I don't have much time left because finances are getting low. So I think my next place will either be Cardinal or if what's his name is RC. Yeah, if RC's on there, I might be going back to Cardinal or Landstar.
So I really like this comment, Gary. Uren, is it how you, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Gary Irwin. He says
Where's it at?
Uren. Gary Uren. He's like, you guys are the real YouTubers. We're the real YouTubers. Right? This comment right here, Stephen. Gary Uren.
I say that's Urin.
Urin? Okay, Gary Urin. Urin. You say Ewan. I say Irwin. You say tomato. I say tomato. Anyway, Mr. Gary, he says you guys are the real YouTubers, and I guess I just proved it by bursting out into song about his name. So I love the fact that and you're not the only one, Mr. Gary. So many people say that we are. How many times we get this, that we are real people? I'm going to pinch you to make sure you're real.
We get accused of that all the time.
You're real. I'm going to pinch you to make sure you're real.
Oh, why? I mean,
I guess there's fake YouTuber. What is the fake
I wish
YouTuber?
I had the money to make a wax dummy. I'm the real dummy.
What's that? Is it Coca-Cola? Who says you're the real thing? Just like the real thing. Is that the Coke slogan? Yes. The Coca-Cola. So Sheila says that she does remember, now that I'm talking about it, Miss Sheila says that she remembers that AJ met his brother once, and she said that she remembered that, and so that's cool.
Yeah. Well, we went up there twice, and yeah, so he's excited to see his brother. He really loves his brother. So.
See, she likes the good manners. She said Miss Sheila is just fine for me. She likes that. She's in Florida. Am I right? You're in Florida.
Yeah, I wouldn't be offended by it because that's just Ruthie. She titles everybody with Mr. and Mrs. And
well,
so.
So I think Sheila's in Florida, but Miss Sheila, well, she's our son. I mean, our almost 13-year-old son. Everybody has to have a title. In fact, check this out. Like my siblings,
that's a sign for timeout, you know.
My siblings, like I have a sister named Anna, and I have a brother named Peter, and I have another sister named Faith. And so my siblings, I don't even let AJ call them by their first name. He has to say Aunt Anna.
Oh my.
Uncle Peter, Aunt Faith. So to me, if he just says Faith, no, it has to be Aunt Faith. He can't just
Can't
say
be Miss
Peter.
Aunt Faith.
Well, I mean that Aunt is the appropriate title. I mean, could be Miss Aunt Faith, but I mean that's kind of redundant, really. So, but I don't even let AJ call my siblings without uncle or aunt. So that's how important that is to me. And then Sheila's got some good comments. She's got some good comments. She said, I think everyone on this live, now that's 35 people, Miss Sheila.
Wow, we got 35 people.
We got 35 people. We got 17 likes.
Wow.
So I think that you're kind of being brave, and that's a good thing. She said, I think everyone on this live is ecstatic about President Trump being back in the office. I know I am.
I know I am.
So what I want you to do in the comments,
we lose subscribers every time we say
we
it.
have because we pray, because we talk about God, because we name the name of Jesus. Oh, the powerful name of Jesus. Because we pray in the name of Jesus, we have left people. People have left us. That's fine. If you don't love Jesus, you don't need to be on our channel anyway. I mean,
that's going too far.
Well,
if you aren't a Christian, you can be on our channel.
I didn't mean it like that.
It's quite okay. We get cussed out quite often, so
we lose subscribers. If that was offensive to you, I apologize.
Somebody said the other day that my donut looked like a raccoon's butthole, but not with those words.
If we offended you, I apologize, but I do name the name of Jesus, and we have lost subscribers because of that, but that's just the way it is. And we've lost subscribers because we like Trump. And so we're going to lose subscribers because we like Trump, and we're going to lose subscribers because we love Jesus.
I guess it makes us mega. Mega. Make America
So
great
Bobby
again.
says, trust in God for a door to open. Amen. Justin Burgers. That's a nice name. Like, it makes me hungry for a hamburger. Justin Burgers. When will Stephen drive the truck?
It'd be a good restaurant name.
Okay. Somehow Justin reminds me of Just Trucking. Justin, but he wants to know when you'll drive the truck. Well, we've kind of already talked about that in the sense that, but he's joining us late, so he didn't hear that discussion.
Well, I drove it the other day. I went to Madisonville and got a 3-axle alignment, and on the way back, it drove to me. It seemed the only thing I could relate to it was kind of like riding on a Greyhound bus. I mean, it just, when it went over bumps, it just kind of like, there was no roughness, no bouncing, no clanking, nothing. It was just on the way you go, and just drove as smooth as could be, and the transmission was tight. Everything was tight. The only thing, the biggest problem is the seal around the door leaks and makes a bunch of racket, and it froze my arm off almost. I remember, that reminds me, ladies and gentlemen, I was going across Wyoming one time, and it was, I don't know, it was like 16 below in the wind, and I had a little air leak, and the little air leak started growing ice on my side glass there, and it grew and it grew and it grew until the whole window was solid ice. I had to take a credit card and keep scratching it off so I could see the mirror.
That's pretty scary, Stephen. That's pretty scary.
I remember I'd take a blanket and put it on that against the door, try to keep my arm from freezing. You know.
Chad Rankin, you're a hard.
That's what it reminds me of.
Well, that's scary. I mean, that you have. Chad Rankin, you're a hard worker, Stephen. Hang in there. He calls you buddy. Hang in there, buddy. And I'm going to give you the fist bump. Hang in there, buddy. The Lord's got a spot for you. The Lord's got a spot for you. His timing's always right, and he will get you the right place. And then Mr. Rick is here. He said, "Oh, alive." Now he does a live every 8:00 every Saturday morning. Rick Charger Mopar.
Oh, okay.
He does a live every Saturday at 8:00
in the garage kind of thing. Yeah.
But he's on our live, and he said, "Oh, alive?" ? And then he said something that he said, "Satan is the ruler of the world," and of this.
We're just passing through. So.
That's right. Satan is the prince of power of the air, of principalities, the power of the air. That's right. He is the ruler of this physical world. That's right. He is the ruler of this physical world. But the Bible tells me that I can be in this world, but not of this world. So I physically live in this world, but I am not of this world. I am of the realm of heaven. Are you laughing at me? Because I'm getting excited about being in the spirit. So, yes, Satan is the ruler of this fallen world. He is, but I serve a higher power. I serve Jesus Christ. So Mr. Bobby says, remember, Ruthie, the other man in your life is Jesus. Absolutely. Sheila says, I know you have an Irish sister. I have a twin sister, but we are not identical. I knew that. I remember that Sheila has a twin.
He's asking about 1776. Nope, I don't.
Sheila has a twin sister. My sister and I are 11 months apart. So check this out. My birthday, just in case you want to know.
There's a reason y'all's in trouble now.
No, well, Sheila's talking about a twin, an Irish twin. An Irish twin, if you don't know the definition, and that's a good one, Miss Sheila, an Irish twin is when you have two children that are born within a 12-month, like they're not even a year apart. Like if you have two children that are born, like they're not even a year apart in the calendar. So I do have a sister that is my Irish twin because my birthday is July 31. Now you remember that, July 31. He's July 14th. We're both July babies. We are, fun fact, we are 16 years.
Oh, he was a prisoner?
We are 16 years, 2 weeks, and 3 days. I don't know what you're doing, Stephen.
I'm answering the question.
Okay. So we're both July babies, but my sister's birthday is July 4th. So I was born July 31 of 1978, and my Irish twin sister was born July 4th, 1979. So from July 4th to July 31, on paper, we're the same age. Like I'm 46. So when she turned 45, I was still 45 until July 31. So we're 11 months and 4 days apart. So that's my Irish twin. So yes, but Sheila is
pretty
saying,
interesting. The 1776. I'll have to check that out. But
Sheila is saying that she does have a twin, but they're not identical. So Rick says amen to that about Jesus. Justin Burgers. Okay, going back to Justin, do you know 1776
I just looked it up.
Media on YouTube?
I just looked it up, and looks interesting. I'll have to check him out.
So he's telling you a channel to follow?
He's asking me if I checked it out. I just did, and it looks interesting.
So the channel is what is 1776 MG Media? What is that?
It's this channel right here.
Well, okay.
Wow.
So are you going to subscribe?
I didn't say I'd subscribe. I said I'd check them out.
So Sheila is really participating. She is really, thank you, Miss Sheila. She is Miss Sheila. I said Miss.
Well, don't cancel out everybody else.
I'm not canceling out everybody else. I'm just really liking the fact that she's really on a roll here.
Yes.
And she's like, drill, baby, drill. That's right. Stephen says, drill, baby, drill.
She's drill, baby, drill.
Now Justin Berger says no. What was he saying no to? He was the one that was asking you about
if he was in prison. That's what he's asking.
Oh, okay. Man, we got the comments coming in. It's kind of hard to keep up with them. Hey, look, we got 36 people watching. 36.
Yeah, when I saw the January 6 prisoners, I immediately thought that maybe he was one of them. But I see that he's a truck driver. So
Chad Rankin, you said it perfectly, Ruth. It's sad people are so blind they can't see how much Satan took over this world in 20 years. It's sad. Amen to that. But I mean, we do lose subscribers because people are offended by the name of Jesus. They are, and I'm not out to offend anybody, but the name of Jesus does offend. Doc, well, it's time for me to disappear. Y'all have fun. Okay, bye, Doc. Thank you for joining us. I can't help but think of the Seven Dwarfs when I think of like, isn't there a seven dwarf by the name of Doc? Isn't there like Sleepy?
Isn't Doc Willie's friend?
Yes.
See you later, Doc.
Yes.
Have a good night,
That's
man.
Willie's friend. That's right.
Yeah.
So so thank you
Any
for joining
friend of
us.
Willie's is a friend of mine. That's
Amen.
right.
So thank you, and thank you for joining us. Bobby says his birthday is June the 26th. Okay, so I will have to try to remember that. He's June the 26th. Mr. Rick says, my cat is attacking me. You know what? I need to make a public apology to Mr. Rick. So here is my public apology to Mr. Rick down in Florida. He's got a black cat, and I have told him that I would get around to watching his videos about his black cats, and I have not done it. I am so sorry. I'm confessing, 1 John 1.
We've been going through a lot with all this job and AJ and.
Well, it's still no excuse.
$12,000 that come up missing, and so we just got a lot of things that we're dealing with right now.
So, 1 John 1:9 says, "If you confess your sins, He is faithful and just." So, I am confessing to Mr. Rick. I have not watched your black cat video, and I'm so sorry. I need to do that because we love our 2 black cats. We love our black cats, and but he has a black cat, and he says my cat is attacking me. Well, I hope he's attacking you with love. And then he goes on to say, hopefully 7:30, I am going to get my pickup going again, and it will run on veggie oil. He's going to run his truck on veggie oil.
No, I haven't run your freight with it yet. Getting close, though. It's ready.
Oh, Sheila knows I like numbers. She said, let Ruth talk. She loves numbers.
Yeah. Ow. Come on.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. She knows that I love numbers. Anybody that knows anything about me knows I love numbers.
Give me a, put in my ear.
Oh, Big Daddy Trucking is here.
Yeah, I just answered this question.
Haul any freight with that shaker yet? Oh,
No.
Sheila said that her husband is 18 years older than she is. Well, there's 16 years between us. Rick says, I'm not offended by Jesus. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Rick says, no problem. I do love my cat. Yes, I need to watch your black cat because we love our black cats. Doc says, one last thing. Sure ain't no dwarf. Because isn't one of the dwarfs called Doc? Like Sleepy.
Yeah.
One of the dwarfs is called Doc.
6'2".
Yeah, he says I sure ain't no dwarf.
So if you're 6'2"
and 338 pounds.
So if you're 6'2" and you're the same age as Willie, that means you were probably 6'5" or 6'6" when you were younger, huh?
So that's funny. He said one last thing. I sure ain't no dwarf. 6'2" and 338
what the heck
pounds.
Is that noise?
So Steven.
What?
Are you advertising what's going on over there?
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm not going to call you out on it. Steven's over here
buzzing. I have no idea what she thinks is going on. She's accusing me of something. I heard some popping noises. I'm not farting. I'm not farting, Tard. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I'm not farting. You guys smell anything? I didn't fart.
You did. Rick says, well, I wasn't going to call you out on it, but you're making a big deal about it. His cats jumped on him and he's sitting. Oh, so he's quite the cat lover. His cat loves to sit on him. He's like, my cat jumped on me and he's sitting on me. Justin Berger says his birthday is March 11th.
See, I told you. Oh, there's somebody in there. Come on.
Oh, is the cat locked in the Oh, the kitty. Oh, Rick, my cat was trapped in my room.
The cat, I kept hearing things over here, right? check it out. I kept hearing things. I said, what's that noise? Richie says, oh, you're 40. You're 40. Oh, you're 40. I'm like, what are you talking about? I hear something over here. And then I open the door, here comes a cat. A little accusatory.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Well,
I think maybe she's had too much gas.
So Rick, Joy Boy was trapped in our bedroom, I guess. But now Stephen,
He was. He says he was 6'6" when he was younger.
Oh, okay.
I figured. I mean, when you're 6'2" and you're up in your upper 60s, you obviously were very tall when you're younger.
So he said he finally, and then look at that. Sheila told Doc goodbye. That's pretty nice. She said goodbye, Doc, and good night, Doc. And then Doc says goodbye, everybody. See, I love this about comments. People can see all the comments, and I just love it. The interaction. Okay, I am sorry for accusing you of passing gas on a live, okay? But there have been times where we have been making videos, and he has passed gas in videos.
That is not
yes,
true.
It is.
It is not
and
true.
I can't edit it out.
You know what that is?
I can't edit it out.
That's Amsoil is what it is.
You're leaking Amsoil. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so this time I did falsely accuse you, but we have had videos where you've been bent over filming. I'm filming for YouTube, and you're like letting it go on. Yes, you are. Okay, so Bobby says you will be in trouble after the chat, Stephen. Ruthie will make you sleep in the truck. Oh, there's AJ Rodriguez, the Sunshine Trucker. He goes, hey guys.
Yep. Well, I better go warm up the RV.
You're in the doghouse now, but
it's 24 degrees, so it's not bad.
So you all, if you can see the chat, and obviously you can, Sunshine Trucker, who just joined us, and he has the hey guys with the hand signal. He's the one that has
he's the one that took us out to dinner the other night.
Yes. Well, so now he doesn't have any YouTube videos yet. He may one day, but he is on Instagram.
Oh, by the way, my transmission went out on the 350. I got home, backed it down the driveway, went to put it in gear to go forward. She didn't want to go, so called up and they said it's $2,000 to rebuild it if I take it out. So we'll take care of that this summer. So hauling that skid steer around this summer hurt my 350.
Oh, look at that. AJ's telling everybody in the comments hello to everybody. So check him out on Instagram. He is on Instagram. Now, Sheila, I know you're on Instagram. So
yeah, AJ's a good dude. First time I ever seen him, he'd come over with a bag of McDonald's and wanted to help us out because we have a flat tire in Florida. Really good dude. So say hi to him.
So yes, everybody. So go to, it's called Don't Feed the Bears, and that's DA. So it's don't, DONT, and then not the, but duh, DA. Don't feed the bears. Don't feed the bears, all lowercase, on Instagram. That's our friend AJ Rodriguez. And so go check him out on Instagram. And he's the one that we put up several videos about last week. Yes, you did. I told you did. Yes, you did.
Oh,
yes, you did.
Wow.
Don't even act like I'm a liar. You just did it. So Rick says, my friend just called me. He's bringing the engine tonight. Well, good for you. And that's great. And then AJ says, time to get a horse and a buggy from the neighbors. Yep, that's right. Our neighbors have horse and buggies.
What? I mean, come on. I got 3 Harleys. I got a Cadillac. I got 2 Cadillacs, and we got her jalopy. We got the F-150, and the 350 is sitting and waiting for a new transmission. So I'll be fine. Thank you very much.
Well, but I mean, trying to be funny because he knows that we live around horse and buggy people.
I know, but I don't want to. I don't want to ride with a horse butt in my face.
You don't want the horse butt in your face?
No, I don't. I would ride the horse, but I don't want to ride behind the horse.
Oh yeah, because they lift their tail and then they do that thing. Bobby says, forget the automatic. Mr. Rick says, and then you have a so we have Rick's last name is Rodriguez too. See, I forgot about that. See, we have AJ Rodriguez, who is the Sunshine Trucker, and then I forgot that Mr. Rick's last name is Rodriguez. So he's clarifying. He said, so now you have two Rodriguez's here. So
look how the lights are disappearing up there.
Yeah, what's
right there? Look.
What do you mean
they just disappeared?
Well, how'd that happen?
I don't know. It's kind of trippy, huh?
How'd that happen here? Oh, look at that. So Sheila's talking to AJ Rodriguez. Look at that. She said, "Hey, Sunshine." So now AJ, there's people conversating in the comments. I love that.
Isn't she the one with the trucking company?
No, she doesn't have a trucking company.
Oh.
No.
Who's the woman with the trucking company?
That is no. Oh man. Peterbilt girl, but I can't think of
something about puff stuff.
Pop-Tart.
Okay.
Pop-Tart gone trucking.
I was close. Puffing stuff.
Pop-Tart gone trucking, and we look at her stuff too.
What is it? H&R puffing stuff. I used to like that show when I was a kid. One of my favorite shows.
That's before my time.
That and Sigmund Sea Monster.
So, Mr. Rick Rodriguez, I built the transmission. I rebuilt the transmission in my F250. Now we have an F350 and 150. In his F250,
I got a C6 transmission in mine, I believe it is.
In his dining room, he says I rebuilt the transmission in my dining room. I'm not even sure how to. You had a truck in your dining room.
The tranny. You ain't gonna take the whole truck in the dining room. Transmission, you've seen transmissions before.
But in his dining room, okay. Then AJ Rodriguez, hey, he's talking to everybody. And then Sheila said, I'm going to follow him. So, okay, so guess what, AJ Rodriguez? Guess what? I got you a new follower on Instagram.
Who, me?
Common Sense. Her name is Sheila. She said, that's not our AJ. She said, I will follow you. So you got a new follower on Instagram, AJ Rodriguez. Rick says, I like the banana splits.
They're like the monkeys. Banana splits.
Oh, is that a musical group?
It's from the 60s.
Oh, well, that's really before my time.
I remember the 60s.
Rick
had
says,
a lot of fun in the 60s.
I have a six-wheel like banana. I have a six-wheel like the banana buggy. Is that a song?
Yeah.
I have a six-wheel like the banana buggy. Is that like a druggy song? Like
It has nothing to do with drugs. It's a machine.
Well, you know how the Beatles have like Lucy in the Sky of Diamonds, and it's about LSD. Lucy in the Sky of Diamonds. Lucy in the Sky of Diamonds. It's an LSD reference.
Ruthie don't need any LSD.
Rick says I have an E40D. I made an adapter to mount my transmission in the engine stand. Here a Super 29 Vegas, the super trucker. Okay. And Gus, whose name is August, that I love, Gus FC says, I've seen some guys build motors in their dining room. Okay. I've seen some guys build motors in their dining room.
Well,
and then when it's ready to bring into the garage.
When we first got together, remember? We pushed it in and out of the door for the Camaro.
I kind of remember that.
Yeah, remember me pushing it into the kitchen?
It's a faint memory, but sort of.
Yeah,
it's a faint
I don't know how she can forget, but when we first got together, I had this Camaro, and I had to pull the motor out and drug it in the house and put cylinders and the bottom end on it. So And then people got mad that I was doing it, and I had to I went ahead and finished building the motor, and I took it out to the guy there and had him finish putting it in. Remember? Because my neighbors got mad that I was building a motor in my kitchen.
I do remember that to some degree. I do. You take over for me. I'm gonna see if I can get AJ.
No.
You don't want to.
No,
we had told people
you stay here.
But we had told
AJ
people.
didn't call because he doesn't want to call.
Y'all, I'm really disappointed. We've been going for an hour.
AJ would call if he wanted to call.
I'm disappointed.
AJ's kind of like his mom. He's real moody, so he don't want to call. He don't have to call.
Well, when we started out, if you've been with us for an hour, when we started out, we were saying that our son AJ may call.
But anyway, he's going back on the road in the summer. So he's going with Dad. So I don't know if I'll get another truck or I'll have to pull those cabinets out and build a bunk, which is probably what I'll end up doing. Taking the cabinets out. It still has everything there. In fact, that's how the cabinets are there. The cabinets are on the foundation where the old bunk used to be. So ask me how I know, because I did the same thing with the black one. So, so yeah, I can put a bunk in it. So it wouldn't be too much of a problem. But I had to figure out what to do with my gigantic speakers.
Y'all, I am disappointed. I started this live out by saying my son may call. I started this live out.
The key to the thing is that he may. May means what?
That he may call.
Or he may
not.
That's right. So.
I just was hoping that he would just.
Okay, well, it's time for us to get off now.
What? No. Okay. Turn that frown upside down. No. I'm not gonna turn my frown upside down. But anyway, I was hoping that y'all would get to hear AJ. So Mr. Rick is singing a song: 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4. So is that really a song? 1 banana,
here,
2
watch,
banana,
I'll show you.
3 banana, 4. Amphicat ATV. I built a motor in my living room. That's Rick saying that. Chad Rankin, pass the taters to me over the carb.
Banana splits.
Oh. Well, okay. Stephen just looked it up for me.
1968. How old was I in 1968?
6 years old. You were 6 years old.
I was rocking it in 1968.
And that was 10 years before I was born.
That reminds me, I got a picture of me in 1968, I think.
Okay, so Mr. Rick says us guys used.
I got a picture of me in 1968.
Oh, she can see the cats on the couch. Yeah, we got 2 cats. Sheila's saying that there's Joy Boy behind you. Well, yeah, we're. I don't know how you're seeing that, but they're both on the couch. Maybe if Stephen. We've got. I wish I could just pick up the camera right now. I mean, there's 37 of you watching. There's 37 of you. I wish I could just pick it up and.
Let's see. I don't think if I can get the. It's not coming in.
You can see that hair.
You can't see anything
except for your hair. Oh, hold it there for a second. Hold it. Look at that sweet face. Look at that. Y'all.
Yeah, I was the late 60s.
So I don't know how Sheila's seeing that, but I wish I could pick up this camera and show. There are 2 cats behind us on the couch. Joy Boy and October. So but Super 29 Vegas says, he goes, I love your videos. He loves our videos.
Super what?
Super 29 Vegas is the screen name.
Super 29 Vegas.
Love your videos.
Wow. Are you from Vegas?
I don't know who Lionel Playworld is.
Appreciate it. Thanks, by the way, for the comment. That's cool. Thank you.
So Rick is saying Lionel Playworld. Is that something else from the 60s? Lionel Playworld.
It's not ringing a bell.
29.
Even though I remember the 60s, the 70s were pretty hard on my memory.
So this is a nice thing. Super 29 Vegas says Stephen is the super truck driver that I wish that I was. LOL. So he's
How do you
saying
spell the Lionels?
Lion.
L-Y.
No, Lion. Lionel. Onel. Lionel. Like Lionel Richie. Like Lionel Richie. So that's nice. That Super 29 Vegas says Stephen is the super trucker that I wish that I was. That's very nice. And Sheila says, does it seem like AJ is excited to come back home? Well, he's not home yet.
Oh, they're a 4-piece band.
The Lionels were a 4-piece band.
Let's see.
We don't know when we're going to get AJ back, Miss Sheila. We don't know. So he's listening to the Lionels. I've never even heard of the Lionels. So thank you, Mr. Rick Rodriguez.
Oh, yeah. Hey. Sounds like home to me.
And Chad Rankin says he gets me laughing. He makes my day. That you always have something funny to say. So Chad is saying that you always have something funny to say, and that you get him laughing, and that you make his day.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, Sheila said we were all waiting for AJ to call. I know, I was too. She said we appreciate the update. He was supposed to call. And but he didn't. And
he probably got in trouble. That's his MO.
We were all waiting for AJ to call. I miss seeing him on your videos and on Instagram. Well, people like AJ, and that's nice that he's missed. That she said, I miss seeing him on Instagram.
I did say that he's going to go back on the road with me, right? So.
Well, that's kind of up in the air. I mean,
ain't no kind of about it. He's not staying home, and we already know that ain't going to happen.
Well, we don't know when he's coming home. Okay, to Miss Sheila and anybody else.
Ricky seems to think that we don't know when he's coming home, but I can tell you he'll be home by the end of school or sometime this summer.
The state can't keep him forever.
Well, all I got to do is go down there and tell him, I'm his legal parent. If I want that stuff to stop, then they have to give him back. So
Matt from Matt MG Lawn and Landscape, he said, finally, I made it. Yay!
Oh, my goodness.
Yay, Mr. Matt. He said, finally, I made it. Hello, Big Belly and Bumbles. Yay! You're right. Say it. I'm Big Belly. Go ahead.
I'm Big Belly.
And I'm Bumbles. And together,
we are
Big Belly Bumbles.
Man, oh man.
And so I made it.
I need some of them orange things put in my ear.
Frankie Albert, hey, you guys, just wanted to check in since I actually made it in time for the live. So Matt's made it to a live, and he called us Big Belly Bumbles. He said Big Belly and Bumbles. Yeah. And Frankie is here.
And she truly is Bumbles.
Whatever. And Chad,
she got my pickup stuck the other day for no reason. And then called me up crying, I'm stuck. Come get me. And I was like, I'm not going to come get you. Oh, you ain't going to come get me. I said, no, the transmission went out on the 350. Ah! I said, you just spend a night over there with your friend. Ah! So I said, bye. And I put away a few things, and I called her back up about 5 minutes later and said, all right, I'm on my way. So I already got somebody pulling me out, and I'm going to spend a night over here. So anyway, so I had to spend a night by myself.
I'm going to elaborate on that in just a minute. Chad Rankin.
She got my pickup stuck, ran it right off the road.
Not on purpose. Chad Rankin, AJ is going to turn out to be a great young man. Praise the Lord. Amen. He's going to be a great young man. All of us rotten kids turn out great.
Everybody he meets loves him. Just thinks that he's
Sheila says that's nice of
her.
Sheila likes that picture of you from when you were a child. That's a nice picture of you, Stephen. Matt said, enjoy the video, guys. Keep it up. And then he's got a little laughing emoji. Okay, so we need to clarify some things, Mr. Howard. Ow!
Ruthie farted.
No,
Ruthie farted.
He did.
I know that was you. Don't try to blame me. You farted. Oh my goodness. Woo!
Stop!
Woo!
You did.
Woo! I'd rather smell my underarms.
Instead of,
Yeah, my underarms smell great.
I'm glad there's not
Smells like vanilla.
I'm glad there's not like they can't smell you farting. You did
You
fart,
did,
and you were
Rick.
trying to blame it on the
You
cat.
trying to blame it on me. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
We better answer this question from about your first load. Frankie Albert says, "Have you gotten a start date yet for your first load?" He's missed all that conversation. Well, by coming in, we're glad you're here, but you need to go back and rewatch the live.
Yeah, right.
We're glad you're here because we've had so much going on.
So no, we haven't been able to get Richie.
Doing? Why are you pushing me over?
Richie's hogging up the whole camera. I can't even get in there.
Oh, Matt says it smells like roses in here.
Shoo. Anyway, no, the truck's been ready since Wednesday, and I put the decals and dash cam and ELD in. They had called me on Monday and said they had a trailer with ramps, but it had to have a DOT inspection. We'll call you when it's ready. Haven't heard anything since. And I called them on Wednesday and asked them for the rest of my paperwork to make the truck legal or my plates. And they said that they sent them. They said they will send them. I haven't heard anything from them. So I'm kind of, I'm a little frustrated. And if they don't piece things together come Monday, then I'll go look for somewhere else, somewhere where people respect me and not put me on hold.
It's definitely Mr. Frankie Albright. It's definitely been it's been very frustrating. This waiting game, the truck, like Stephen says, the truck is ready. It is ready. It is ready. It is ready. And Stephen is ready, but
I'm ready. You know,
it's
really getting gassy around here.
And now
it's time to get on the road.
No, and now look at that. Now Chad is blaming it on me. Look at that. Just Mr. Chad, stop it. He's doing it again. He's doing it again. Now, Chad Rankin says, I knew it was Steve. Now we know it's who the culprit is all along. And Bobby says,
that's not true.
Good night, Ruthie and Steven. Thank you for the live. I have a feeling that Steven's going to be in trouble after the live. I'm not there. Now,
we have this big, gigantic, 32-foot luxurious RV that has a 55-inch screen in there that has YouTube on it, and so when I get kicked out of the house, I just I'm cool.
No, I don't ever kick you out of the house. No, you choose. When you're mad at me, that's your doghouse. That's your man cave. So just to clarify, I do not kick him out. He goes into his little man cave, which is our RV.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Ruthie did that to me.
Now, here's a comment. Mr. Rick Rodriguez, not to be confused with AJ Rodriguez. Mr. Rick Rodriguez says, believe it or not, I never fart.
Well, you don't fart and waste it when you can burp and taste it.
What? What is that?
Yeah, that's right.
What?
Why fart and waste it when you can burp and taste it?
That's disgusting. Ew, that's disgusting. He says he never farts. Well, I have a hard time believing that. I mean, everybody.
Well, I knew a guy that didn't have a bunghole, and he had to use a bag, and he never farted either.
So he had a colonoscopy bag? Is that what you're talking about?
They closed off his intestines.
So because he had his rectum sealed up, he didn't fart?
Yeah, but they put it back together.
Oh, so I don't think you want to elaborate, Mr. Rick, about how you never fart. I've never met a non-farting person.
How did we come to this?
Because you were farting, that's why.
I never did.
You were on a live. You were farting on a live, of all things. Matt says he's ready to see you on the road making that money. And then Justin says you should try Landstar.
Yeah, that's probably going to be my next place, but they do have a 2-day orientation, and I and in the orientations, why do you gotta have an orientation?
And Bobby says, you guys are doing a great job. Keep the faith. Matt says, ready to see some super trucking videos. Yes, ready to see some super trucking. In other words, they're ready. Now that you've got the truck, what's that all about?
Well, you're loud. My ears, all the blood's nearly running out of my ear.
Now that you've got the truck ready, they are ready. They are ready to, they're ready to see you make trucking videos. Our audience is anxious for this. Our audience wants to see that truck.
Me
rolling.
too.
So that's a good statement, Mr. Matt. Bobby says, Ruthie, take the keys, send them to the rig. And then he wants to know, is Stephen really your husband? Yeah, we've been married for almost 22 years.
That's my daughter. This incestual thing.
That is totally inappropriate.
Well,
no,
she's the one. I'm not the one that said that.
Bobby said, is he really your husband? But anyway, Stephen, that was not even something to joke about. That was completely off guard. We don't joke about things like that. That's not even funny. He says, good night.
Good night. Or is it time for us to get off?
No, he's leaving. Sheila says, I think you can pass gas through the bag, though. Oh, she's talking about a colonoscopy bag.
Oh,
she thinks you can pass gas through.
Wouldn't that be sad if the bag blew up? Wouldn't that be horrible?
Chat
says, like you get out of the truck there at the truck stop and you get all those crap bags laying all over the place. Some guys are half asleep and they'll roll down their window and barely get it thrown out and be hanging on the window.
Ew. Ooh. So Chad says, I never heard that Steve, that's the stuff, Steve does that makes me laugh. The stuff that he comes up with. He's like saying, you are so funny. I never heard. Oh, he's talking about don't burp and waste it. I never heard that, Steve. That's the stuff, that Steve does that makes me laugh. The stuff he comes up with, like, don't fart when you can burp and taste it. Is that what
Don't fart and waste it when you can burp and taste it. So,
Rick says, I eat meat and drink water. Nothing to make farts from. This is wonderful conversation for us. All because you were farting, Stephen.
This type of conversation we have over on Dr. Eric Berg's channel.
So he says that because he eats meat and he drinks water, there's nothing to make farts from by eating meat and drinking water. That he can't, you can't make farts from that.
Oh, well.
I have vegan friends.
I don't doubt you.
I'm not trying to call you a liar. It's just I've never known somebody who couldn't pass gas. I've just never known that.
If you ever do feel like passing gas, just hold it real and tighten your belt and don't fart and waste it when you can burp and taste it. So.
I have vegan friends who could power their car with their farts. Yeah. I have vegan friends who could power their car with their farts.
I'll bet.
Okay. Back to better. I'm loving this. I'm loving this conversation, but this is more, Matt says, is that a 13 speed in that freight shaker? Do you have a 13 speed in the freight shaker?
It is. It's 13. So when I first got the truck and I brought it home, I thought I was going to need a new transmission because it was all sloppy. But since I got brand new yokes and brand new driveline and all that stuff, it tightened the transmission up. So the transmission's quiet, it's tight, and so no transmission problems.
So Chad says, I know a couple people who haul for Landstar. If you knew them, you would know why they have orientation. And then he says, ha ha ha, kidding. Because you were asking about orientation. Didn't you say that there's orientation is like 2 days?
It says 2-day orientation. I'm like, well, You know, up until I was going on with Ace Duran, I've never been in orientation in my entire life. So here I've been driving 33 years and never went to an orientation. So it's a new thing for me.
So Sheila says, I think Rick is trolling us. And then he says, no, I am for real, but beware of the silent but deadly. The silent strong type, the silent but deadly.
I'm working on one of those.
Yes, I believe that you probably are.
Back there, one now.
A silent but deadly.
Yep.
So those are the worst. Those are the.
But we went by Hampton Meats tonight, and we had ribeye cooked with cayenne, paprika, Montreal, and a little bit of garlic as the spice, cooked in Italian salad dressing, and that was the way the steak was cooked, and had asparagus, and I had a biscuit with it that I cooked this morning when I cooked gravy, homemade country gravy, biscuits, and eggs over medium for me, burnt to death for her. And what else did I have with that? Biscuits,
and bacon.
And bacon, yeah. From bacon, because I had the bacon left over from the
oh, it's AJ! It's AJ!
Okay. And bacon.
Hello?
Grease left over from the bacon.
Ruth?
Yes, ma'am.
This is Samantha at River Valley. I have August want to talk to you. Is now a good time?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, he is.
There you go. Just sit right here. Show me here. Hello.
Hello?
Say hello to everybody.
AJ,
we're doing a live.
AJ, can you say hello really loud?
Wait, are we live?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
We're live, and we have how many?
We got 29 people watching, AJ.
Hi everybody.
Yeah.
It feels weird. First time having my voice online since like 3 months ago now.
Can you say hi, YouTube world? Can you say that?
No, I'm not saying.
You're
some
showing them
crazy
the
crap,
channel
But
and the phone
hello
number.
everybody.
No. Okay, so they're all saying hi to you in the comments, AJ. Somebody in Florida is saying hi to you. A lady named Sheila saying hi to you.
Steve has a 13
Just know that
speed.
you're on speakerphone, so
And
please
him.
do not say
We're not.
Not rude.
I
The way
understand.
Steven's
I
grinding
understand.
gears
So yes, I know
Yeah.
that you're on speakerphone. We're on
Yeah,
speakerphone.
grinding gears tonight.
And then somebody saying hello from Miami. There's a Rick saying, "Oh, is AJ Rodriguez still on?" AJ Rodriguez was on our live. AJ.
Hello from Miami.
That's Rick Rodriguez. So y'all, our son's on the phone. AJ, can you just?
Will you stop calling me out, please? Okay, I'm sure they've heard already. Like 20 times.
AJ Rodriguez says that we miss you. He said hi, AJ.
Hi, Mr. AJ. Other me.
Yeah.
It's on the phone. Yeah.
And so AJ, AJ, can you hear me?
He's on speakerphone.
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you give a big shout out to AJ Rodriguez?
He just did.
You just said his name.
But you say it.
Did.
But you say it.
Here, you say,
Oh my God.
AJ, you listen to me?
Yes, sir.
All right, say hello to AJ.
Hi, Mr. AJ.
There you go.
Yay! Okay. So you are participating with us. And people are.
He says, "Be good, buddy.
Yeah, he says, "Be good."
Take care."
And so you all, this is so exciting.
Hang on, hold on. Are you really going to use the only 10 minutes per day that I get to mention? Just like, I'm back on mine.
Oh, well, I just wanted you to.
Yeah, you're on live. You're calling during live, so.
Yeah, but.
So just live it up.
I'll have to go back and I'll have to go back can rewatch this when I get back to the foster parents out of this facility.
Yeah, you
because
should
when
see.
I watch
Hey,
this, it's gonna be funny.
you should see it, AJ. You look like a black square.
Yeah, somebody says that you're getting irritated. I don't mean to irritate you, AJ. Somebody says it looks like you're getting irritated. But it's
What do you
just,
mean it looks like? It sounds like it. but,
well,
yeah,
that's what she
very
said.
much so.
She said it sounds like AJ is getting irritated.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
But
He'll
hey,
grow out of it.
but AJ, at least you
Hey,
get,
at least I learned how to play rummy. Because they were talking about it earlier.
you learn how to do what?
Then we'll over here.
Play rummy.
Play rummy.
Oh, you know how to play rummy?
AJ learned how to play rummy.
Oh, well, that's nice. Is that a card game?
Yes, it's a card game, Brucey.
Oh,
Oh,
do you have you been playing chess or anything like that?
They don't have a chess
I told you
game.
that like the last phone call. We don't have a chessboard.
Remember, you have to tell your mom 3 times 3.
Okay.
That is true.
So do you like rummy? Is that nice?
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Okay.
So is trash and poker.
Oh, poker? You're playing poker now?
Trash is also pretty fun. What?
You guys
I have a
ever
deck
hear
of
of
cards
trash?
now, so I'm trying to learn how to play with a deck of
I don't
cards.
think I've ever heard trash. Must be a child's game.
It doesn't sound like a very good game if it's called trash. It sounds kind of trashy if it's Oh, people are yelling. People are saying hi to you in the comments,
Justin
AJ.
Burgers. Hello, AJ.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
I stuff done today and we can pick tomorrow. Now
So,
there's like three random nurses with their voice on the internet forever because they're in the background.
well, that's So, what did you have for dinner tonight, AJ?
Oh yeah, there is a card game called Trash.
Oh, he had meatloaf for dinner.
Yep, it says
Oh, so Dad's looking up the card game.
the player must then discard an unplayed card, placing it face up on the table next to the stockpile to begin a discard pile, and the turn to play passes.
Okay.
How do you play the card
So
game?
Dad looked it up on.
It kind of looks like what they call that, spades or not spades. Mom used to play it years ago. Remember when you lay down the cards?
So your dad looked up the game Trash on the
Trying to focus
on
it
Google.
now.
So,
Anyway,
but
I forget what is that? The mom used to play, everybody.
Old Maid.
No, where they lay down the cards and they keep playing the numbers.
But,
I forget what it was called.
anyway, AJ said he had meatloaf for dinner. So you had meatloaf?
Meatloaf and hot sauce. Just eat hot sauce by itself. It's good.
Meatloaf and hot sauce. He had hot sauce for dinner. Okay. Did you actually eat the meatloaf?
I would not.
Oh, Go Fish. Go Fish. He said it was the game that you were looking for was called Go Fish.
No, it's not Go Fish. Go Fish is a game you play before you can count.
Do you know how to play Go Fish, AJ?
Yes, AJ, it's a baby's game. Go Fish. It's, you go, do you have any eights? And you go, if you don't have any, you say Go Fish.
Okay, AJ, hey.
Do you really have to embarrass me in front of like 30 people or however many people is gonna watch this after it gets finished?
Oh yeah.
We do have 30 people watching right now, so I don't know how you guessed that, but we do have 30 people watching.
Because you told him that already.
Yeah.
But we love you, AJ.
I only have
Uno.
2 minutes left.
Uno. They're saying Uno. Okay. So what are you?
Hang on. Fun fact for y'all. Did you know there's a Ghost game too, made by the same company that made Uno?
What's the name of the game?
What?
What was the name of the game?
Ghost? Like, two in Spanish?
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh.
Like Uno, dos, tres, dos, as in okay. No, I didn't.
Huh.
So you're playing that?
Well, that's good. You get to learn all those games.
We don't even have an Uno
That's
deck.
what you do
I
when
just
you
know
do time. You learn how to
I just know that that's a
play
thing.
cards
Okay. Okay.
and do push-ups. How many push-ups can you do?
Yeah. How many push-ups can you do now, AJ?
Not even a single
Solitaire.
one. How many times do I have to mention that? I can't do
Solitaire.
Stop.
He's saying solitaire. Frankie's saying solitaire.
Yeah, that's what it is. Solitaire.
Solitaire.
Right on the mom used to play solitaire.
Solitaire.
It looked just like solitaire is what it looked like.
You can play solitaire, can't you, AJ?
The trash, the way the cards are laid out, look just like solitaire.
Stephen, tell your son you love him.
Love you, AJ. Are you going now?
Well, he's got like less than 2 minutes.
I got a minute left. I'm on 9 minutes out of 10.
All right.
Well,
have a nice evening.
pray for him.
Lord, watch over AJ and make him help him have a good evening. We love you, Father. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
So what are your plans for tomorrow? You got big plans for tomorrow?
There's no such thing as big plans. The biggest plan here is hit the scout. Anyway, bye everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, can you say bye, YouTube? Can you say bye, YouTube?
Bye everyone on YouTube. This is going to be my last appearance for the next 4 months. So bye.
All right. I love you.
Bye, AJ.
Oh, he hung up.
There you go.
Yay!
So Ritzy got her wish come true, and the rest of you. So, are we gonna sew this up now?
Well, so we probably want to explain all the noise in the background. Probably.
Well, that you held it up there so everybody could see where he was at.
I don't know. I don't think they saw.
Yes, you did. I saw it in my own 2 eyes.
I don't think they saw. I don't think it was showing.
It was showing.
I don't think it was showing.
And are you gonna argue with me?
No,
I told you I seen it.
Okay, so to clarify all the noise in the background, yes, AJ is still in foster care. Yes, he is. But for 1 week now, he's not been with his foster parents for 1 week. He has been in a mental health institution.
He's getting an evaluation because he was saying things he shouldn't be saying. And I had to tell him, well, you don't say things like that because look what happens. Now you have to have a mental evaluation. Yeah, I know.
So
if you knew, you shouldn't have did it.
For all the commotion that was in the background, it's because he is not actually in a home environment right now, a home setting. He's actually
just like his mom. He's always in trouble. So
he's actually in an institutional setting right now, and not the home setting, and that's why there was a lot of motion in the background and a lot of people's voices.
So he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
So, but
he's just hard-headed like his mom. So.
I love you too, Stephen. But he's been there for a week now on Valentine's Day. So, he's been away from his foster home for a week. But we've been able to talk to him. We had a video phone call with him yesterday. We had a Zoom video call with AJ yesterday, and that was nice. But we're hoping he can make it back to his foster family next week.
How'd you get a bobcat in the back of a van? Must have been a big van.
Just moved my van and got the bobcat out. I assume he's talking about like a little skid steer.
I need to get hopefully I can get some rock in the back this summer. It's turning into a muddy mess back there. I had a bunch of rock. I had 5 truckloads out there, and but it's all. I need at least a couple more straightened out.
Oh yeah. We had to get some more gravel.
Speaking of bobcat, yeah, I need to get some work done in the backyard.
You all, those of you that heard the phone call with AJ, thank you for participating with that. Thank you for letting me take my phone call from my son and hearing his voice. So I saw him 3 weeks ago in person. And when I saw him in person 3 weeks ago on January the 28th, that was the first time in 6 weeks. I had gone from December the 17th. I went from December the 17th to January the 28th without seeing my son in person or even hearing his voice. I didn't even get to hear his voice on the phone. So it's just, I I appreciate you allowing him to participate in the
Okay.
live.
I got you.
And I just appreciate you listening to our phone call.
I live in a suburban. Oh, okay. When I first read that, I got to put on my glasses.
I live
I
in
thought
a
you lived in a submarine. Like,
submarine.
we all live in a yellow submarine. The yellow submarine.
And I have a bobcat. You know, I'm crazy. So anyway, if you heard the call from AJ, just pray for him. Just pray for my AJ. So again, he is in a mental health institute, and we don't know how long he's going to be there. So hoping he can make it back to the foster family. Matt says that's got to be hard. I have a daughter at 7. That would break me, I'm sure. Yeah, well, AJ has not been in our home since December the 3rd. This is it's almost March the 3rd.
He done really well when he was on the road with me. The only reason why I say that I came off the road with him is because I was going to I had to take him to court like every 2 weeks. And, running loads out to Wyoming and Montana and Salt Lake City and then having to hurry up and get back here. It was just too hard. And so I ended up letting the truck go and I've been at home and now we go through all this. But he had really good behavior when he was with me. He was learning while he was with me. And he was getting educated while he was with me. And so instead of me continuously giving up my semi trucks and going in the hole and trying to come home and try to be here for him and that failing, I've decided, and Ruthie really isn't on board with it, but I decided that he's going to go on the road with me because it just works out better that way. So, and it worked because the proof is in the pudding. He was learning when he was with me. We didn't have any more issues out of him, and Ruthie wasn't having to fight with him, and all that kind of stuff. Of course, I didn't like having him with me, but he is my son, and I'll put up with him so that he can have a chance in life.
Stephen has truly demonstrated his sacrificial love for his child and his family. I mean, if anybody is familiar at all, and Stephen has actually, during this live, he has alluded to it, but during this live, but twice he has gone through where we thought we were going to get out of trucking twice, and Stephen was going to be home to.
But I did it not because I just wanted to get out of trucking. I did it because I had a need to be home,
because our son has a lot of mental health problems, and he's got 3 clinical diagnoses, and he is not currently on any medication, and that's kind of an issue right now that the facility that he's at is trying to push medication on us, but he will be 13 in May, and when he was 10 years old.
What you doing, Bets?
Yeah, we got both cats over there on the couch. Our cats wanted to be live. Our cats, they're both hanging out on the couch. Our cats wanted to be in our live. They're both hanging out there. Our beautiful black cats. But when he was 10, when AJ was 10 years old, at that point I realized that he had been on medication since he was 5. And I said, well, that's half your life. He's been on mental health drugs for half of his life. And so I just, I said, enough is enough. I said, I don't want my child to continue to develop being dependent on mental health drugs, for his brain to form and be dependent on mental health drugs. And so I took him off at age 10 on all his medications. And I said, I don't want him on any type of medication anymore because it had a lot of bad side effects. So all of these really bad side effects to his physical body, and yet it wasn't helping him at all. And so it was just he's just got a lot of problems, and we don't want to go back on the medication route. We don't want to do that. Mr. Rick says it's really a shame that the skid steer business didn't work out due to the insurance issues. Oh, he must have watched the video from last night. I put up a video last night about how we could never get insurance on that machine. That was the video that I uploaded last night. Was we couldn't get insurance on it.
Yeah, and that thing, it had projectiles coming out of it. You know, it's, you know, you can destroy some stuff with that thing. It was a big, powerful machine.
So people keep talking about Landstar, Stephen. That's a common theme throughout all these comments is Landstar, Landstar, Landstar. So I don't know how to say the screen name. DYNOGT16. Dynogt 16 says it sounds like you need Landstar heavy haul. So I mean,
or Ranger. I think the flatbed division and the step deck division, isn't that called Ranger or Legan? Legan.
Says Landstar heavy haul. Drum mulchers can throw stuff 200 feet.
Oh yeah, well, it was stamped right on there, 3,500 feet. Stand back 3,500 feet. Yeah. In fact, the guy that I bought the teeth from said, "Make sure you keep that door closed." And he was telling me to make sure you torque them down when you put them on too. He said he showed me a photograph where the guy didn't torque down the bolt and that thing was spinning and it went right through the bulletproof glass. And he said he's a customer no more. So.
Yeah, it was kind of dramatic. He said, I can't help dead customers. So, I mean, he was a customer no more, meaning that
So,
he
needless
died.
to say, I mean, we didn't want to be operating it without insurance. And so when I did get a job, I tried to get big land where it was out away from everything. And a lot of these people wanted me to do local stuff around their house and stuff. And it was like, I did one and I realized, hey, this thing causes too much damage to do that. So
see, Rick Rodriguez, not to be confused with AJ Rodriguez. We got two Rodriguezes on here. Rick Rodriguez, who's also, and AJ's from Florida too. AJ's from Jacksonville. I'm not sure where Rick lives in Florida, but anyway, he found our channel because of
is that the guy that I was going to stop by there one day years ago?
Oh, no. Rick has only been following us since the skid steer, when we had the skid steer, and he found our channel because of the skid steer. And but I do appreciate that you watched the video last night that explained that we had to get out of that and sell that because we didn't have any insurance on it and we couldn't get insurance. It never mind. That is just the dumbest thing. You have been an owner.
The guy that has it though really loves it. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah. But his name is Rick. You sold it to a Rick. Isn't that funny? Rick. Be like Marsha from Brady Bunch. Marsha. Rick. But the dumbest thing is that Stephen has been an over-the-road truck driver for over 20 years, and he's got all of this incredible experience of all of this hauling, all this heavy machinery, and he can do all of these things. But they would not insure him on the skid steer. They said he had to have 3 years of experience.
Time out
I mean, I'm just emphasizing. I'm just saying that they would not insure you. And I don't understand that because you had all that experience. And but no, never mind. It doesn't matter that you've been an over-the-road truck driver for all these years. No, you have to have 3 years working with the skid steer. So, but anyway, thank you, Rick, for watching the video and understanding that we had to get rid of it because we couldn't get insurance on it. Mr. Vic is here. He's the one that calls me Ruthie B. Funny. He's just because I go by Ruthie. My middle initials B, and I sign everything as Ruthie B. Howard, and so he calls me
for
Ruthie
Bumbles.
B.
Ruthie Bumbles. Ruthie Bumbles Howard.
And he calls me Rudy Be Funny. He's like, quit pulling Steven's finger. Well, let me see your finger. Hold your finger up. Let me pull it. He said, no, hold your finger up.
Go to jail for stuff like that.
He said, quit pulling Ruthie Steven's finger.
You can't do that on live TV.
So pulling your finger. And then Mr. Rick says that's why I preferred the rotary cutter. He preferred the rotary cutter. Sheila's leaving us. Good night, Ruth and Stephen. I will pray for Wilburn and your son AJ. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Sheila.
Thanks for hanging out.
I appreciate the prayers for Willie and AJ. Thank you so much for joining us from the beginning.
I mean, not literally, but thanks for hanging out with us.
Rick Rodriguez is from Miami, Florida. And AJ Rodriguez is from Jacksonville, Florida. That's interesting. Isn't the Rick the guy that we sold a skid steer? Isn't he from Miami too?
Town below Miami.
So the Rick, there's 3 Ricks here.
What was that place I used to deliver to?
The air conditioning place?
Yeah. Freezer. They made freezers.
I'm having a brain freeze.
I used to haul styrofoam down there.
It's right below Miami, right?
Hauling styrofoam. I loved it. You get a whole load of styrofoam, and
I
you're
saw
not even
your
loaded.
earlier video last year when you first sold it. So Sheila says, real quick, I want to go on Instagram and follow that man. Okay. So Sheila wants to follow AJ Rodriguez. Okay, so I'm going to answer that. Are you still there? Okay, so that's pretty cool. So it's we're talking about an Instagram account, not YouTube. He doesn't have YouTube videos, and we're talking about our friend AJ Rodriguez, who's a truck driver. So you go to Instagram, and it's don't feed not the bears, but duh, as in DA. And it's all one word, and it's kind of like don't feed the bears. So it's don't feed and then DA, duh, like duh. So,
you'll know it's him. You'll see this big guy. Looks like a bear.
So don't feed duh. Don't feed the bears. Big Daddy Trucking says, save the bears. Save the bears. So it's not it's duh, like duh.
I checked out Big Daddy Trucking the other day. I think I subscribed to him.
I think you did subscribe to Big Daddy Trucking.
I was checking out Grinding Gears. One of you recommended Grinding Gears, and another trucker that was retired gave his truck to him. 2007 long hood classic. Yeah, it's really nice truck. So
AJ Rodriguez, it looks like our friend Sheila is going to follow you on Don't Feed the Bears on Instagram. So hope that works out. Chad Rankin. So Ruth, which one is Bumbles and which one is Big Belly? Because Steve always says it the other way around. Well, I used to have a big belly, and I still could lose some weight, for sure.
She's big belly.
I've actually lost about 50 pounds. I actually lost 60, and then I've put 10 back on. So I'm still better than I was. So in 3 years ago, I was 60 pounds heavier 3 years ago. So I've lost 60 pounds. But I have this past year put 10 back on. So I used to have a big belly. But as far as our names on YouTube, Stephen is Big Belly and I'm Bumbles. Rick said Homestead. I'm not sure what that's about.
Yeah, well, no, Homestead is that's even too far. No, so if you're in Miami and you're heading south, you have to go a little east. It'd be to the east. It's forget that nationality over there, but nobody speaks English over there.
Puerto Rican, where
Cuban or whatever.
Cuban, but
nobody speaks English. In fact, you have to do all kinds of sign language when you're backing up and ask them to sign your paperwork. You're like, sign Same paperwork. Back up.
It's like you always went down there for air conditioning units, right?
Yeah.
They made air conditioning units. You watch Grinding Gears, don't you, Stephen?
I started watching it a couple days ago.
Chad Rankin says Grinding Gears is a good channel.
Yeah, I started watching it a couple days ago. Like I said, somebody gave him a truck. It was really nice.
Oh, Mr. Herschel Frazier, tell me how you lost 60 pounds. Well, I mean, I am sad to say that I did lose 60, but I've put 10 pounds back on. In the 9 months that Stephen has been home, and he's been home almost 9 months. In the 9 months that Stephen's been off the road, I have he's fed me so well, rather. Well is an adjective, good's an adjective, well's an adverb. That I've put 10 pounds back on. Well, I just was exercising a lot, and I was eating very healthy, and so I didn't do any fad dieting. I didn't do any fad stuff, but I did a lot of walking. I walked over 15 miles a week. I had a walking partner, and I walked and walked and walked, sort of like that old country music song, these boots are made for walking. I did a lot of walking, and I ate really well, and I just monitored myself. And but I'm still 50 pounds lighter than I was 3 years ago. So, but I could still lose some more. But anyhow, so thank you for appreciating that I've lost the weight. I wouldn't want to show you my before pictures. I wouldn't, although if you go back and watch some YouTube videos from 3 years ago, I mean, we've been on YouTube for 5 years come May. We've been on YouTube for 5 years come May. And
I don't know why I can't find the name, but it's over by Doral.
And if you go back and watch the videos.
Doral. It's over there. It's by there, but I don't see the name of it.
So if you go back and watch videos that are 3 years and older, Mr. Herschel, you can definitely see the weight in my face and other parts of my body. And so I feel good about keeping most of it off. And Chad Rankin, I knew Steve was going to tease you, saying that I was just teasing you. I knew Steve was going to tease you, saying that I was just teasing with you. Okay. Rick says that no one speaks English anywhere in Florida. And Chad says, I'm hopping off. It's
over by Monkey Jungle. I don't know what that
love
is.
the live and love you guys.
I don't know why the name is.
God bless you all. Good night. Well, thank you, Mr. Chad. Good night. Aaliyah. Hi, Aaliyah. Hi, Aaliyah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's right. Hi, Aaliyah. That's right.
Yeah. Hi, Aaliyah.
Hi, Aaliyah. Hi, Aaliyah.
Settle down now.
That's right. Somebody got it right. Hi, Aaliyah.
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's right. That's right.
Well, when I said Monkey, he pinpointed it, but
there's a city called Monkey.
Monkey Zoo.
Oh, okay. But Hialeah, that's where all the air conditioning units are built.
Not air conditioning units, freezers. They make walk-in freezers.
Oh, okay, walk-in freezers, and you've picked up many of them.
So yeah, I would deliver styrofoam down there.
I don't know if Chad is
I love hauling styrofoam. To me, it's the greatest thing. You get a load, and you got a full load, and it's just like, running empty. So it's like, I used to haul helicopter blades up to Olympia, Washington, and I'd pick them up over there in Little Rock, and they get the whole flatbed. I can't put nothing else on there. So I get this box. It's about this big, about this tall, and it goes right down the center of the trailer. And it's exclusively to them. The trailers, I can't put nothing else on it. And I get this, and it pays top dollar to haul helicopter blades up to Olympia. So I used to haul those, and I just love loads like that. One time I was in California, and that was a long time ago. I hauled a return box, and let me tell you what it was. I finally got up in the trailer and looked at it. It was a box about this big, and I opened it up, and it was electrical parts. There wasn't $50 worth of parts in there. I didn't see, and they paid me for a full load to take that thing back to Florida from California.
Why did you open it up? How were you allowed to open it up?
Because it was taped or anything. You just pull the thing open, look in.
You really? You can just open a box like that you're hauling? Really? It wasn't taped or secured or anything, and they paid you like to take it? Like,
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is, yeah, that was really weird. So,
wow, that's a gold load right there.
gold load. I've had loads like that where they pay you to haul nothing.
So I'm not sure if Chad is still on. Chad was going to get off, but Chad said that you're a good man and that you love to cook. That
I do. I like to eat, but the best stuff is the stuff that comes out of a frying pan. So you can go to a restaurant and it doesn't taste as good as it does from the stove.
We had a 10
Well,
star.
we did go to a restaurant here a while back, and it was really good. It was comparable to what I could make. I think. Remember that baked potato?
Oh yeah, yeah.
The baked potato was so good, we ate the skin and everything.
Yeah, and he doesn't typically eat the skin off a potato.
I mean, but it was really
did.
screaming. And then when Ken and Tammy took me out, when I got up there, that place. What was the name of that place? Lucky Ducky.
Lucky Steak.
Yeah, so
Lucky Steakhouse.
they took me out to a steakhouse, and it
Lucky
was
Steakhouse.
Man, it was wonderful. So,
but Super 29 Vegas.
I do know that there's people that can cook as well and better than I am, but it's pretty rare.
So we're going to be looking forward to some live cookings from the truck. He'll do some. If you don't know, on our live tab, when you go to our channel, so here's a plug for a video. If you're interested, when you go to the live tab.
Hold on to that. The only reason why I do those lives is because on my cooking is because it's so wonderful. I want y'all to check it out for yourselves, man, because you'll be so happy. Your tongue will beat your face off. I mean, that's how happy your mouth is going to be if you just eat those steaks that I show you how to cook, man. I mean, they're awesome.
Stephen has every right to say that because Stephen is a great.
I mean, when I'm eating
cook.
it the whole time, I feel like a king. Every bite, I feel like a king. I'm like, wow, this is wonderful.
Stephen, in fact,
I can't believe I made it. Whoa, yeah.
Going back to Mr. Herschel about Mr. Herschel Frazier said, how did you get your 60 pounds off? Well, I put 10 back on because Stephen is such a good cook. Stephen, I have ate like a queen for 9 months with Stephen being home. Stephen is the primary cook in our household. If I cook anything, it's
Ruthie's a truck driver. She all her own. She's got a big caboose. Back that thing up. That was pretty funny.
I didn't think it was funny, Stephen.
Oh, okay. Well, all righty then.
I don't think it's funny. I don't have a big butt. Besides,
you do got a big butt.
No, I don't.
Oh, well, show everybody.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, we ain't got enough room in here for you to show anybody. So.
But Stephen is an excellent cook, and I have gained some of my weight back and I am going to miss that. I mean, I'm going to miss eating like a queen every night. And Stephen prepares, sometimes there have been days where Stephen has prepared breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But now I do the cleanup. I do all the dish cleanup. And so I don't want you all to think that I'm just eating for free, that I don't do my part. I do the dish cleanup. But I would much rather clean up than cook. I don't like to cook. I don't like to cook, and I don't like to bake. So when you go back on the road,
you guys, if you like donuts, you got to try get you some really good bacon and save all the bacon grease. And the next day you take that grease and make you some donuts with it. Yeah.
I do want to, Super 29 Vegas, thank you for reminding us both that it was Hialeah. We just couldn't think of it, but yeah, Hialeah.
That's right. Money on. Hialeah.
So YouTube is awesome is here. He's our master mechanic.
Yeah, he is.
So
In
he's our
fact, he
master
helped
mechanic.
me with a lot of stuff on torques and all kinds of stuff. He'd watch me and tell me you didn't do that right, and I'd go back out there and redo it.
So he says, "I speak wrench." That's what he says. So YouTube is awesome.
Yeah.
Says I speak
Master
wrench.
mechanic.
And I want to publicly thank him.
He's been doing mechanic and professionally as long as I've been driving truck professionally. So
probably, I think he was even.
He
longer.
said 36 years. I've been driving professionally for 34. So.
But he has really helped Stephen so much. He has guided Stephen. So giving you heads up. He has noticed your mistakes and he's gone back and corrected you on your mistakes, like when you had something upside down.
Yeah.
So we shout out to YouTube is awesome, our master mechanic who was giving us free advice over YouTube. And so thank you. Robert McDonald, how come you can't get... He's doing it.
What am I doing?
You're doing it again. You're doing it again.
I have no idea what you're talking
Stop! You're doing it again, and then you're gonna try to blame it on me. He's doing it again.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. It's what's your dinner? Your dinner's coming out of your pants. Okay?
It ain't either.
It is. You're doing it again. Okay, Robert McDonald, how come you can't get anywhere on time? Oh well, you make it. God bless. YouTube is awesome. Says, read his comment. He said shit.
Yep. Ruthie, it's a funny thing is about Ruthie, anytime we sit down to eat, first thing that comes to mind is talking about crap. Like, no, this is not the place for a conversation like that.
Well, no, I mean, you need to elaborate. You need to, I mean,
one time when
your YouTube is awesome. That's a funny comment. I can't stop thinking about it. That's funny.
When Ruthie and I first met, we walked outside. It was cold, and the dog, I think it was a dog. The dog was out there taking a dump. It was a cold day, and how poop hits the ground and steam comes off of it. She goes, I just love to watch a dog steamy crap on a cold day.
Well, I mean, just the steam, Stephen. Just the steam, okay?
Yeah, he said, I just love to watch a dog with a steamy crap on a cold day.
Okay. I'm a little bit messed up like that. But,
and then, yeah.
Well, I can't get over YouTube is awesome as comment. I mean, you must have had a really big grin coming across there, and he thought it was funny. So,
Yep.
But hey, we're over.
That's my. I guess we're losing everybody talking about poop and farts.
I guess so. We're at 19.
I guess we'll sew it all up and say goodnight.
Yeah, we're at 2 minutes.
I might want to go take a restroom break.
I think that you probably take a restroom break. So anyway, those of you that got to hear AJ's voice, I'm so thankful you got to hear his voice, and we do miss our son. And I feel like one more time I want to say that in case there is somebody out of the 19 people that are now currently watching, we have currently 19 people watching. It's not that Stephen and I are bad parents, and we are very good parents, and we love our child, and we love our child. But when your child makes decisions that you have no control of, and your child makes decisions that that he may or may not regret, but they're still bad decisions, and in the eyes of society, in the eyes of the world, they're very bad decisions. But you're as a parent, you're powerless.
YouTube Be Awesome got a message for you.
Turd honking for right of way. Yeah, he's really into the comments there tonight. So thank you for that. YouTube is awesome. But I just don't want there to be any, like, y'all must have been bad parents. You had your kid taken away from you. It's just not like that. When your child makes bad decisions.
So we'll see you on Monday, ladies and gentlemen, on the Jones Motors. Let's see if they'll come through or. Yeah, don't worry. Don't see, Ruthie's offended because I jumped in.
Yeah, he just cut me right off.
But so because I'm tired and looks like we're losing our people and looks like we better get out of here. So we're gonna sew it up, ladies and gentlemen. I got turds honking for the right of way, so better get on out of here.
All right, so maybe
I'm Big Belly.
And I'm Bumbles.
And together we are
Big Belly Bumbles.
And don't forget to ring that bell.
That's not a bell, it's a medicine. Where's your bell?
God bless.
Wait, where's your bell at? Do you have your bell?
Later.
Where's your bell?
It's not here.
Well, we can do this.
Here's my bell.
Ring that bell. Give me a kiss.
Bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.